Well, hi, saltines. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're at, whatever time it is. Hello. Welcome to the Salty Psychic. I am the Salty Psychic, Audrey. That is me. That is what I've labeled myself. So hi, welcome to the channel. This is a crime discussion channel from the perspective of a psychic medium. I know. Don't give me shit about it because I'm telling you, if I wasn't psychic, I wouldn't believe in what I do at all. In fact, I'm skeptical of other psychics. I know it's weird. It's a weird thing. It's a weird spot I'm in. So welcome. And don't forget, I have the other channel that just started. I'm having fun over there. It's very unprofessional. It's relaxing. It's just me around the house and out running errands and some discussions. I'm going to be doing a couple of my favorite recipes coming up, one non-fat and one full of fat. So you'll have your options there. Don't forget, if you haven't already watched my video and made your own passport, what are you talking about, Audrey? This is my thing. I've made this, okay? This is my thing. If you see it out there, these people are copying me. I decided vision boards aren't the right verbiage for me. Vision boards aren't the right feeling for me, and I want you to get the full effect of such. So I've come up with something called a passport. No, I'm not trying to illegally get in and out of the country. This is just for me to look at. So you put everything you want in here, and it comes true. And let me tell you, because of this passport that I just made, I shall be using my real passport very, very soon. That's all I'm going to say for right now. I've already had something, probably top three major things in my passport come true. And it's only been like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I've already had something major. And I'm not joking. I will talk about this on the other channel. What I'm talking about. What the hell are you talking about? So it's very important. Please, this is my invitation from me to you to get the life you want and deserve. It's insane. It just is. But you know what? That's the world we live in. But I'm telling you, this will change your life. I promise you. Promise, promise. All right. Well, also changing lives, we have murderers and crimes going on all the time, all parts of the world, everywhere, at any given time. So I have my notes over here to my right, and we're going to talk about very briefly a few cases that have really just nothing major happening, but just a couple of updates on stuff, which are important. Of course, they're important and they're interesting to observe as they're happening, as you're watching them on YouTube or news or wherever you're getting your videos from. So, the first one I want to talk about is the Chad Dorman case. This is the guy who allegedly shot his three little boys and admitted to it. Remember that case? The three little blonde boys hunted them down like animals. I wouldn't even hunt down animals. I'm a vegetarian. I wouldn't I I'm just disgusted. I'm just so disgusted. So we saw this guy get collected by the police, get arrested at his house with his rifle. He's like, "Look, I got this, and this right here. Don't worry about the dog. The dog over there is gonna leave you alone. He's not a problem. Um, I'm not gonna hurt you. Okay? I'm not gonna hurt you." That's what Chad was saying to the police. Insanity, and as the boys lay there dead. Awful. Well, Chad Dorman feels his rights have been um violated. Chad Dorman's attorney is saying his client, Chad Dorman, his rights have been violated. Of course they have. He's a criminal in the United States. He has more rights than the people he killed. Literally, not figuratively, literally. His attorney filed a motion to suppress admission of the crimes he's accused of. Even though Chad told the police openly and others he had planned on killing those boys a few months before. Unreal. Unreal. And again, this is exactly the garbage I was talking about in my New Year's video, where I gave you my predictions of how these cases are going to go down. This is just so wrong. Not only does he brutally, terrifyingly do what he did to those 3 boys and admit it, but now he wants to take it back. Well, then take back what you did. Take back what you did to those children and your wife and her daughter who are traumatized for life. Take all that back, Chad. Then we'll reconsider your your motion for suppression of admission. Oh, you can't? Oh, well then you're screwed. No, it's a death penalty case. And that's why I believe they are filing that motion. They don't want him to die. They don't want him to go to death row and wait. Um, they also mentioned his Miranda rights weren't performed properly and that he did not sign any paperwork to do with his Miranda rights after after they were read to him. So, procedure not followed by the police. That man's lucky the police didn't just take him out right then and there. That would have been difficult to hold back and not take care of it right there. I would think as a man, I'm not a man, but as a man, I think I would probably I don't know. I don't know what I would do. But I mean, I try to imagine how those cops felt as they get there. They see the children on the floor on the grass and, and one inside. And I don't know how these police do their job sometimes. So, of course, the police are going to be under the microscope because that's what criminals do. That's what their defense attorneys do. And don't forget, all these defense attorneys in the court, whatever county you're in, everybody knows everybody. They do. The cops, the judges, the defense attorneys, the lawyers for hire, everybody knows everybody. So, for an example, this is just an example. This is not the case, but this is just an example. Let's say we have a defense attorney and go, "Oh, I know the guy that arrested you. Yeah, he's known to do this and that, which is totally not by the book. So let's go ahead and go after him." Well, first of all, these cops are probably traumatized. I mean, let's not forget that they are human despite their own behavior sometimes, right? These police are human beings. Um, I watched the videos. I watched the man get arrested. I watched the police video cam as he walked Dorman to the police truck or car, whatever that thing was, and he's just like, "Shut up," the cop said. Like, "Shut up." Oh, I don't know. I can't even. It's appalling. But let me ask you guys something personal. or at least bring this to your attention. This is my view, my feeling. Sorry, my butt's going numb. My legs going numb. Why do we feel satisfied when a criminal is prosecuted and sentenced to life, sentenced to death, sentenced to 50 years with no possibility of parole? Why does that make you feel better? Because it doesn't make me feel better at all, because there's no justice in murder, and there's no justice in the other crimes. There is no justice. And speaking of, let's go on to the Brian Coburger trial case. This is with the Idaho 4 college students stabbed to death, I believe, by Brian Coburger. Audrey, I saw that you called him Hamburger. Please don't call him Hamburger. I can call him, and I can call you whatever I want, just as you can call me whatever you want. It's my YouTube channel. This is I'm a psychic. I know shit. Plus I'm salty. If I want to call someone by a nickname, I can call them by a nickname. Okay? All right. So now we have this case probably pushed out about a year, maybe at the soonest, summer of 2025, because the Coburger team is continuing to find loopholes to get this man out of jail. Do you want him out of jail? For those of you who say, Audrey, innocent till proven guilty, innocent. Okay, well, you innocent friends, you want him? You want him? You want to take him? You want him to live next door to you and your family? Maybe you have young adult children. You want him? Well, then what's the problem? I'm calling it as I see it. You say one thing, but when it comes down to it, it's not true. You don't believe that innocent till proven guilty. I know you don't. You're just one of these people who is happy and satisfied with the way we run our criminal system. Probably mostly men. Just saying. Your child was murdered at a college. Are you still going to say innocent till proven guilty? You guys really got to start thinking with your brain, not with what our government is telling you to do or how to think. Use your brain. Use your logic. God gave you a brain for a reason. Try using it. Try turning it on and turning off the bureaucracy garbage that we hear on the news. So, the original indictment for Brian Coburger will not be dismissed. It has gone forward. So, that's done. He will continue on to try to get to trial. Some people are saying, well, this is going to last 28 years. Well, you know what? Welcome to America. I don't know how. I wouldn't know how to survive this new life that these college students' parents have. I don't know how they're gonna get through it. You know, we see Kaylee Gonzalez's parents probably the most out of all 4 kids, on interviews and stuff, and they seem okay. I promise you they are not. I would say this as a psychic, what I see with them is they have now changed in such a way that they are now becoming accustomed to the depression and the pain that has been caused by this case. But I will promise you they are suffering like you would not believe. That in itself is a crime. Their lives have been taken as well. They have. All right, let's touch on Alec Murdaugh's drama for just a moment. I have a cat here. Can I help you? Ugh, say hi. This is Marshmallow. Real quick. Our dog died last week, and all of a sudden, this cat in particular, I have 2, but this one in particular, this is new for him. He doesn't normally cling to me. Normally, his brother clings to me. He's my shadow, the other one. This one, he's now sitting next to me. This is all new since Patches has been gone. So, I don't know. It's like, "Don't worry, kitty. We're not gonna put you down. You're just a baby." All right. So what's going on with Alec? Well, it's not really specifically Alec. It's Becky Hill, Miss Becky Hill, the court clerk who allegedly contaminated the jurors by tampering, by discussing things, insinuating things, and I am really surprised there will not be a retrial for Alec Murdaugh on the murder charges because I feel as a psychic, Miss Becky did do what she's been accused of. I really do feel that. And I don't wish harm on anybody, but I do feel that she did do these things. Um, and I watched the trial or the courtroom, whatever it is. It's not a trial, but for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, that's it. And you got Miss Becky in the witness box, and you got Alec Murdaugh sitting in the front row like this at Miss Becky. I would be afraid if I was her. If I was sitting somewhere and I did something to Alec Murdaugh and he's in the room and he's staring at me like that, mm-mm, no. But on the other hand, this could have worked to his benefit. Having a retrial, right? That could have really worked towards his benefit. But, yeah, he looks scary. Um, I didn't believe here's what happened. So we have this new judge, Judge Toal, Toal, questioning Miss Becky. Miss Becky's like, "I did not say anything to anybody." Okay, Miss Hill, did you, insinuate I did not insinuate anything to anybody. Okay, Miss Hill, did you tell them to vote guilty? I did not say anything. But the judge, she's like, "But it even says in your book right here, like, this is how you feel." And, we have juror testimony that this is what you said to them and that you got the one juror kicked off. Like, she was face to face with her lies, and she still lied in front of everybody. So, I don't know. I got the distinct impression that that judge did not believe Miss Becky for a moment, although my husband says, "Well, that judge hates the Murdaughs." Well, doesn't mean she's going to let Miss Becky off the hook. if she did these things. She's still gonna follow the law, so it's a strange situation. Um, I don't know. Miss Becky, how could you believe that? I know Nancy Grace became friends, with Miss Becky, and I would have to say I do pretty much trust Nancy Grace, but I've had people look me in the face in person and lie to me straight to my face, and I didn't know. Just because 'cause I'm psychic, I don't know everything. Unless a spirit comes and tells me, I'd be like, "Oh, okay. Alright, thanks. Okay. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay." You know? That's just how I am. I wanna believe everybody. But this is definitely interesting. And also interesting, I have said from the beginning, from the time Mr. Jeffrey Epstein died, he did not commit suicide. And now we have medical examiners, coroners saying, "Ooh, this kind of looks like murder." Hmm. Now that I'm looking at this again, this is kind of looking like a murder. And I saw a picture somewhere on Google, um, and I'm like, they're not saying that that's Jeffrey Epstein in the jail cell, are they? Because that's not Jeffrey Epstein right there in the orange jumpsuit in that jail cell. That's not Jeffrey Epstein, but they're saying this is Jeffrey Epstein. No, it's not. That's not even him. They had a picture of some man. Um, I mean, it was just some man, but it wasn't Jeffrey Epstein, but they're saying it was. It wasn't even Jeffrey. He did not take his own life. I promise you. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Some things, please just listen to me. Please, please just know I know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. All right. Next up, we have the frozen men in Kansas City, Missouri. So I've talked about this case. I'd let you know that one of the men came into my presence jokingly and said, "Hey, try and get a good picture of me, okay? Because I'm fat." You know, kind of laughing about it. I think it's Ricky Johnson, but I just wanted to clear one thing up. I said it's drugs, 100%. And I heard the family's upset that people are accusing their loved one of taking drugs at all, more or less dying from an overdose and being frozen outside from the drugs. Please stop thinking that your loved one would never do this. Never do that. Doesn't do drugs. I'm telling you, people hide things they do. And it doesn't mean they're illegal. It just means they don't want you to know for whatever reason. And I could see why these men would want to hide from their women, their partners, whatever. The fact that they're doing drugs when their loved ones don't know that they're doing drugs, yeah, it's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer when you find out your loved one's doing drugs, whatever, shrooms, acid, marshmallow. What's another drug? I don't, there's so many. It's a shame, and I do see as a psychic, I've seen so many accidental overdoses, and, it's hard news to deliver, but, um, mm, the fam they know, some people know, and they just are like, "Ah, shit, well, I was hoping it was no, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was drugs or whatever. And I don't say that trying to make anyone feel bad that they're one of these men is a bad person for doing drugs. I'm not saying that at all. Good people do drugs too. The drugs doesn't make any of these men less credible or um, a bad person. I'm sure you do something you don't want everyone to know because it's no one's business. It's just not. And to be honest, to be open and clear, if anything, alcohol should not be legal. I don't know why it is. I mean, not I mean, I like it. But honestly, I think it should be the number one thing on the list. Even though I do enjoy my particular kind of alcohol, um, I don't drink it, hardly ever, but that should be illegal. We have a lot of things that probably should not be legal. So we have possibly some closeted drug users, and as I said before, possibly the homeowner, the main guy, the renter, whatever, whoever he is. I forgot his name. Sorry. Um, I have it somewhere. Do I need to find it? Jordan Willis. Maybe he got a bad batch. Maybe it was laced with something, you know, not intentional. Okay. Last thing I wanted to mention is the Michelle Troconis case regarding photo Fotis Dulos, Jennifer Farber Dulos. Um, I'm watching as much of the trial as I can. I watch it on quick speed. I watch it really, really fast, trying to take notes, but I will tell you something. It is so boring. Boring, boring. It's hard. It's hard to sit and listen to this case. They had 2 new people on, yesterday, and I'm like, "Oh, non-police people." These were 2 neighbors of Fotis's. So we got to see real people, not law enforcement or scientists and stuff. So, that was different, but then they went right back to the police today, and they just hammer shit over and over and over and over and over and over. They just really wanna make sure we know who this person is, what they know, what their specialty is. Do they know what they're talking about? Because in the end, do we understand and believe what they say or no? That will determine a guilty or innocent verdict. So we have to look at these people's character day after day after day after day. Does their story change at all? Do their feelings and observations change at all? It's just redundant. And we have the one lawyer, Michelle's lawyer. He is just, my husband's like, well, that's the kind of attorney you want. One who is gonna ask all the questions. It's like, I know, yeah, for sure. But I believe she's guilty. I do not think she helped murder, but I think she knew it was gonna happen, and I think she helped him dump the freaking evidence. I'm not trying to be mean to her, but I didn't do the crime. She did the crimes. So, but I don't think she's gonna get convicted. There's not enough. Despite everything, even like I said, even the video footage and the photo of her putting shit in the street drain, that's not enough. Did you know that? That's not enough in this case. Well, she didn't know what was in there. And don't give me this bullshit about her not speaking English, okay? Her English is fine. She reads and writes and understands English, despite I think she's a Spanish speaker. Um, we just keep watching videos of her and photos out and about, and, you know, she wanted what she wanted. She had a young daughter. Otis had this three-story mansion. She saw her future, but she doesn't realize she was gonna have no future if she stayed with him. Excuse me. These women. Women, wake up. Wake up. Snap out of it. For God's sake. Be alone. You don't need a man if you're gonna have a man like that. Okay? Stop. I'm telling you, you're strong enough. You can make your own money, your own future, everything you need, you can do yourself. Do not involve yourself with these kind of men. Well, Audrey, I thought he was nice at first. Well, okay, now you know he's not. Leave. I just get so irritated with women because I've been there. I've been in this spot where you go man to man to man to man. Why? I don't know. That's just kind of how I was brought up. I don't know. Well, once I figured it out, I was alone for 18 years. So, yeah, I'm a little slow. I admit it. I am my own worst critic. Don't you worry. Oh, God. So that's what I have for today. What's tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Thursday? Okay. Yeah, I got a couple more readings going this week. But check out my other channel, please. I'm still salty over there, but it's just different, doing just chit chatting with you. You come with me on errands, we discuss stuff. I'm showing you some art that I'm doing. Like I said, I have some recipes coming up. It's just everything about my life except discussions on crime. So everything else in life is happening over on the other channel. Okay. So as women, please come. Let's talk together. Let's hang out. Men, you're welcome to come. I don't know why you'd want to be honest, and hang out with me, but that's fine. You can come. Um, let's do this together. Let's get through this stuff together because it's, as Pooh Bear would say, it's friendlier with two. It's friendlier with two. So let's be friends. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to the other channel, and you get twice as much of me. So why not? That's great. And I get twice as much of you. So that's even better. All right, you guys, thanks so much for taking time for listening to this video today. And take care, stay safe, and I'll see you real soon. All right, ciao. Bye.